I might be able to help with a Pam dilemma.
You've come a long way since Frank the Tank, and we don't want him coming back now, do we?
The local big time show.
Super duper! That's nice!
Welcome to the local big time show. Coming to you live Saturday, April 16th. We got a great show for you. My brother, as always, with me here, Jay Matz. How are you?
We have a stacked lineup today. We are excited. We got a lot of snacks. We got a lot of sports to talk about. I'm ready to get into it. All right. So today we're in the snack corner. What I'm also going to do is I'll be making a board, a really nice, cool board, and we're going to call it the Board of Awesomeness. And on the Board of Awesomeness,
Shawang.
Yeah, on the Board of Awesomeness, it's gonna be like a surfboard made out of cardboard, and then on the surfboard it'll have degrees of numbers, right? And when we like a snack or we don't like a snack, we cut out a piece of the snack with fucking a glue stick, and we glue it where we think on the Board of Awesomeness that snack is. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So right now I don't have the Board of Awesomeness because I haven't made it yet. But next
TBT.
week we will have.
We will insert a graphic for this week.
Trust me, we will have one.
Looks like the post-production has their hands filled.
Oh, yeah.
Be inserting a graphic with our faces in it.
Absolutely. So, all right. Our food breakdown section isn't brought to you by anything yet because we don't have a sponsor for this section. So
what? How about in Talladega Nights? I love the company, but what's ME? What sponsors ME? ME's you, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we don't have a sponsor yet for
investors,
our food testing section.
Possibly you.
Possibly you. If you have a company or something and you want to sponsor this segment of our television show, which is where we try new products and make fun of them, DM us.
Yeah, slide it in.
All right, so for me today, I've got a couple of products I'm really excited about. A buddy of mine, Mike Rose, who I worked at Sony with, he's a chef now. He and I, we are big-time connoisseurs of the Mountain Dew franchise, okay? And Mountain Dew has currently come out with 2 new flavors in my region here in Atlanta, and I'm really excited to try them. You ready?
So funny what you got, because guess what I got?
What do you got, Mountain Dew?
I also bought a new Mountain Dew product.
Oh, but yours is different than mine.
Do you want to know what mine is? Do you want to know
your
what my flavor is? Flaming hot.
Flaming hot?
Flaming hot. Now, mind you, I hate spice. So I hate spicy.
Yeah.
This
Why don't you go first?
So it's the details are a blast of heat and citrus. And then it has a caution sign here on the right that just says flaming hot. I hate spicy.
Not a big spicy fan.
I fucking hate it. I can't even do a mild sauce packet at McDonald's. So the sky is the limit on this. And this was rolling around the car, so this is going to be tough. Oh, this could be an absolute bomb to go. All right, here we go.
Smell?
You know what? Just smells like a little citrus, like 7-Up.
Okay, can you smell the spicy or no?
I don't smell the spicy. I only smell the citrus, which would hold up to its name of heat of citrus.
All right. Initial flavor.
Just tastes like normal Mountain Dew. I don't taste any spicy.
No spicy?
Tastes a little spicy there at the end.
So you're getting a spicy kick on the back end.
Mind you, I'm also coming off of COVID, so
your taste buds might not be the best.
I think you really got to get big gulps.
Okay. What would you give it for a ranking?
Okay, there's a little kick to it. That's a little spicy.
Oh, now
at the
you're
end.
getting it.
Yeah, there's a
once
zing
you
at
get
the
into
end. Oh, who wants that sort of like my throat's burning?
Your throat's burning right now.
who gets off on this?
Who wants a spicy drink?
Um,
You're not a big fan of the spicy, so you're gonna throw her down the ladder a little bit, right?
Initial, it just tastes like normal Mountain Dew.
Right.
And then at the end, there's like a zing. I can't even describe the zing because it's not spicy. It's kind of like burns.
Almost like pepper.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pepper.
A little peppery.
Oh, that burns.
Like, nice.
Who chugs this?
What's your number? You got to give it a number.
I would give it a 5.
I'm giving it a 5. Okay. It's a good baseline. It's a good baseline.
Maybe.
5.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't murder it.
My first.
Oh my god, my throat's burning.
My first Mountain Dew flavor is going to be called Thrashed Apple. Okay. Never seen the Thrashed Apple. Here we go.
My throat is on fire.
All right. Initial smell profile. I can smell the apple. It smells like a lighter apple, like a crispier, lighter apple, not like a heavier apple. Okay. Now we'll pour it in the genie wine glass.
You want to aerate it. Holy shit, dude. That Mountain Dew, I can feel that in my chest now.
All right. Here's a Mountain Dew. Let's give it a little swirl.
Way too much of that spicy shit.
Give it a little swirl. Ooh, the flavors are really opening up. Oh my God. Heavy apple. I feel right from the orchard. I can smell the wood chips. Maybe there was some honey, right? Some bees maybe around this apple tree.
Maybe some oak. I'm tasting some oak.
I'm smelling some oaky, some woodiness, right?
Did I ever tell you about the time that I had to work?
Here we go. I'm going to give it a 5.
Oh my God, my throat's on fire.
Okay, on the heads are going to be really appley, right? You're really going to get a lot of apple on the head. But then it kind of cools down on the back end.
I like
okay? It cools down on the back end. It's really nice. It's a little heavy up front, but then on the back it gives you kind of a spritzer.
Oh, really? Because I have heartburn for mine.
The spicy Mountain Dew is crushing me right now.
Dude, I have to put pressure on my chest.
I'm having a very serene experience with this Thrasher apple.
Yeah. I do.
I'm struggling with the spicy.
I'd like to put that at a 4 now for what it's doing to me after.
And I'm going to give Thrasher it's definitely going to be in the 9s for me. Maybe like in high 8s, low 9s.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
A limited time situation here on the spicy hot Cheeto flavor.
I'm not going to be purchasing the spicy flavor anymore.
The worst part is
you got enough time for one more flavor?
You know what the worst part is? I got the guy at the gas station who works there to buy it. He goes, "Oh, I'm gonna try it." He goes, "I've never seen this before."
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's buying it.
Yeah, there's a reason. My fucking throat's on fire.
Yeah, maybe it's because people don't want their throats to be on fire.
Yeah, I don't want to drink hot Cheeto for flavor.
Yeah.
All right, give me some more Dew.
All right, the next Mountain Dew. It's called Spark. Okay, it's got a nice good flavor here. It's a blast of raspberry lemonade. It says. Okay, so let's.
Oh, that one's.
Let's
I've
open
had
her
that
up.
one before. I'm curious to see what you think. I was a big fan.
Okay, right off the bat, I'm getting the lemonade. Right. Not getting any raspberry. Getting mostly lemonade. All right, let's give it a pour.
Should have like a spit bucket.
We're doing wine sampling tastings of Mountain Dew flavors. All right, let's give it a swirl. Ooh, I'm getting some of that raspberry as it opens up a little bit.
My pores.
Still heavy on the lemonade.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Okay. You're
I
getting
love
the
that
raspberry.
flavor.
Here's the strange thing. You're getting the raspberry up front. Okay. The first sip, right in the beginning, you're tasting a heavy raspberry, and then that lemonade comes in and kind of wipes it away. Right. So it's really good. It's raspberry in the front, and then
Would
like
you
a
say
lemonade
it wipes
wash.
it front to back?
This may be my new flavor. It is pretty great.
It's
The
crisp.
raspberry's not too like, the lemonade, you're thinking lemonade, oh, lemonade's strong. But the lemonade is light.
Better than raspberry lemonade, like pink time?
Yes, better than raspberry lemonade. Yeah, for sure. Because it's a better ratio, I think.
Those are fighting words.
A better ratio of raspberry to lemonade. Yeah, this is great. This is it's refreshing. It's definitely like a Catalina wine mixer type drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to throw this one in the low 9s, right?
Yep.
For sure. So I'm giving Thrashed Apple like a B+. I'm going to give Mountain Dew Spark an A-.
Never tell you about the time I had to work a wine tasting.
An actual wine tasting?
Yeah, so remember when I worked at the...
Do you even know like what the words to
That's
it?
the worst part. I don't know anything about
You don't even know what to say.
This is the best part. So Travis Roy, you remember who Travis Roy is?
Yeah.
For BU? So he has a wine tasting fundraiser at the hotel that I worked at. So I worked it, and what happens is the vendors that have the wine, they don't have a liquor license at that location, so they pair you with one of the staffers to pour.
Right.
So that way it covers them for their liquor license. So I get paired with a guy who's doing like his own brand of wines and all this shit, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, my wine experience is red or white.
Zero.
Yeah, exactly.
You know that there is a red and there is a white, but after that,
it's just freestyle.
Your wine knowledge is very limited to 2 colors. So would that be more with the reds or the whites? Because that's pretty much how I'm dissecting this.
So he leaves me by myself to help pour wine.
You have no idea what you're doing.
Oh, I'm sitting there over the glass going, hotter, colder. Oh, I'm like, he's like, hey, I'm going to take a leak. So I was like, all right, I'll be quick. So then I see him. He gets held up having a full conversation with someone. And I get a rush of people who are just asking me questions that I have
all sorts of questions you have no answers for.
I was just making stuff up.
Just rattle.
They're asking me about the dirt and the shit like this.
Yeah, you smell the woody flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, these grapes were grown in a wooden forest.
Like, this guy's talking about, like, the soil it's grown out of, like, the climate it's in. This lady comes up to me and asks me about she goes, oh, I'll have a glass of such and such. And I just look at her and go, red or white?
Can you point me in the direction of where that wine is? Because I don't know any of this dialogue.
Oh, yeah, I got torched by these people.
Oh, yeah.
Just lit up. She goes, you probably drink shitty beer. I was like, well, yeah, actually I do. Big Natty Light fan. But
all right, I got 3 more products. Sort of the king of our gummy brands, until further notice, is always going to be Haribo.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Haribo's one of my faves.
That's my jam.
It's got a lot of flavor. 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 It's got a lot of flav Yeah. So Haribo has just come out with a new bag of gummies. They are called Sour Kicks.
That looks awesome.
Okay. And they're shoes. They're sour shoes. All right. Found this Walmart special. If you guys want to go find them, I found them deep in the Walmart cavities. All right. Here they are. Oh no, the camera's up here. All right. Gummy shoes.
Yeah.
Instant classic. And I'll tell you why. They're not as sour as the Sour Patch Kid. So take it down a notch, one level from a Sour Patch Kid, and keep the flavor of a gummy bear. It's like spot on. They're really good. It's a little bit firmer of a gummy, which I enjoy. They give you quite a few in a bag. Man, these are easily 9 out of 10. If you like sour candy,
look good.
Yeah, they're called Sour Kicks. They're shoes. I'm telling you, man, this may be my go-to pack. This may be up there with the sour mix now.
That looks awesome.
These sour shoes are like a variation of
what
Twin
flavor
Snakes.
was it?
Like Twin Snakes flavors.
Yeah.
So you got like grape, orange, lemon, strawberry, raspberry, but they're all sour. So my all-time Twin Snakes is going to be a 9.5 because I like to leave 5 percentage points at the top for something that's out of control we've never seen, right?
Yeah.
So my top score ever is going to be a 9.5 until like you try something like from France or Germany that just blows your fucking mind, right? So I'm giving Haribo Sour Kicks. I'm giving Haribo Sour Snakes a 9.5. Sour Kicks, 9.2. Right up there. Absolutely.
Jeez. I gotta find these.
Haribo, if we can get into contact with your giant company.
If you German assholes understand English.
And you would like to sponsor our local access television show, love you to do that.
We will really infiltrate the U.S. market here for you. A couple of young... We're a couple of go-getters, okay? And we will be...
a couple of go-getters who run a tiny-ass little show.
Yeah, and we'll go to bat for you 100% of the time.
Twizzlers, once again, they're going ham. I know we did one like 3 weeks ago, but they are really going ham on flavor. They now have a rainbow version of the peel pack.
They're stepping up their game.
Oh, they're stepping up their game big time, Twizzler. Twizzler is also a company we would love to have sponsor the television show.
Oh, yeah.
Our local tiny show out of Vermont.
Cable access,
all right, here we
channel
go.
6-9.
They got grape, blueberry, and green apple. There's also strawberry, lemon, orange, and that's it. All righty, we'll try grape. I mean,
that looks good.
Twizzler
They're flavor
quality,
kings.
yeah, and the Twizzler quality is out of control. So right off the bat, it's just a great piece of candy, right? The grape flavor, for me personally, is a little mild. I'd love for them to tone up the grape just a tad, but it's good. Blue raspberry, right on point. Not too strong. You don't want too much ras. Green apple. Green apple's on point. I would say with these, the flavors are a little bit less than a Starburst, but I think it's because you can eat more of them, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're not really as condensed as a Starburst. They're great. Quality is great. Elasticity is great. Not that anybody gives a shit about the elasticity of a fucking Twizzler. Solid flavor. All right. We got one more product that just came out this week. It's a pretty big product. A lot of you guys may have seen it. It's been out in some other areas, supermarkets recently. Lay's is now coming out with a new kind of chip. It's called layers. Okay.
Oh,
Have
that
you seen
looks
these?
pretty. I have not tried them yet, though.
Like,
I think I saw on an Instagram story someone said they're awesome, which is where we've come to at
right.
this point in our life.
So let's see. What I'm curious about is the shape. Okay, the shape
It's like a
is
puffball, I
way
think.
different. Look at the shape of this. Okay, so your normal lays,
Kind of looks like. Have you ever seen those pig? What the
yeah,
fuck are
it
they
kind of looks like a
called?
pork rind,
Yeah.
a little bit like a pork rind. Okay, let's see.
Yes.
I like the crispiness, and I like the way it breaks down in your mouth.
Doesn't cut your
Right?
mouth open. Like, have you ever had a Funyun?
Yeah,
Just like
exactly. Okay, so it's
jagged.
exactly like a Funyun. The flavor is really great. This is 3 cheese. The flavor is pretty good. I really love the way it crunches in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty hard on chips. Okay, I'm like really, really difficult on chips. So my highest chip mark is going to be a 9.0. That's going to be like the best chip possible
Yeah.
for me. So I'm going to give these like an 8.1. Okay.
That's pretty
Eight
good then.
one. 8.1's pretty good. It's pretty good. And the shape, I love the shape. If you don't like crunchy, light, crunchy stuff, you're not going to like it. Okay, so for all of our podcast listeners who don't know, and for people on Instagram, we are changing this show from a podcast show to more of a like a local
That's
access
so funny.
television show.
I have that as a note right now.
Yeah, and we're still going to be putting it as a podcast on the podcast, but being a podcast now will be like our secondary thing. And we're really trying to build this local access television show. We'd much rather
Be
be
sure to
doing
subscribe
yeah,
on
we'd much
YouTube.
rather be doing television than doing radio. So we're still going to do the podcast as we're, doing all of this, but we're really rebranding this local big time podcast as more of a access television show now. So right now, floorball is huge in Sweden, Finland, Czech, Switzerland. They're all in their playoffs. Czechs just finished. They had their champions crowned, MB and Ostrava for the women. And then the Swiss, the Finland, and the Swedish, they're all like in their sort of playoff run right now. And I'm watching a semifinal game between two of the best teams in Sweden, Kalmarsund and Vio.
How many of
Really
those
good
guys play?
teams.
How many of those guys play on the national team?
How many of the guys? Okay, so on these two squads alone, they've got like maybe 5 or 6 guys between the two teams that are on the Swedish national team.
Oh, that's really
And they got guys on their teams on other teams, right? Like this young gun kid out of Czech who's really good. This kid, Philip Langer.
Yeah.
He left Czech last year. He's in Sweden now. He's like one of the best Czech national players, and he's playing for Cal, this team. So, and he's crushing it right now. But he's also joined in with other really great players from Sweden and Finland and Switzerland, right? So Vio, the Vipers, they have a kid on their team named Manuel Maurer. He's one of the best in the world, but definitely one of the best in Switzerland. So he's on like the Swiss national team. So like between these two squads, you maybe have like, 10 national players from different nations on these two teams. The Swedish league is the creme de la creme, top of the league. And then the Finnish league, they're like just a half notch below that. Right. So, it's really fun to watch. A lot of hockey fans. So we have a lot of hockey fans on this television show. And a lot of hockey fans don't understand that all of the Euros play floorball growing up while playing hockey. So like here in America, we play sports like football, baseball, lacrosse.
Pure violent sports to prepare for
pure
hockey.
violent sports to prepare for hockey. Whereas in Europe, they're playing a lot of soccer, football, soccer. They're playing a lot of floorball, right? Like games to develop skills.
Yeah.
So it's now becoming a thing in the US. It's just starting to become a thing now where young kids like Zegras, right? Like young American kids who are coming up are playing floorball, right? And they're now starting to break the lineup of national teams and professional teams and playing floorball. Zegras is the biggest one because he's the youngest guy, right? But you got guys like Matthews
and he's pulled off how many Michigans?
Oh my God. Yeah. Every move that
In a
Zegras
season?
does, every move that Zegras does in NHL is a move that guys do in floorball consistently, right? So like everybody's like, oh my God, that was an amazing move Zegras did. You got like mid-level guys from Sweden pulling those moves off in regular season games in floorball, right?
Yeah.
Because floorball's, it's, there's a lot of creativity. There's not a lot of rules, with the exception of this high sticking rule that I have a fucking issue with, but that's besides the point. But no, I think we got one. We're down to one person.
All right. Well, that's talking floorball.
Teams
And
with Finland. Oh, PSS and TPS are an even 2-2 in the final series. Yeah, I know that. Yep. So in Finland, the women are tied. There's two really good teams. A team called TPS and a team called PSS. Both really solid teams. Yeah. That's kind of a little bit of a obscure sports breakdown that you may never heard of. The sport called floorball. We're eyeing for first at the Chicklets Cup.
And if it wasn't for heat stroke, probably would have had first place.
We would have had first place if that team didn't have like 5 D1ers in the worst division.
Wow,
right? That team had no business being in that league.
They had a goalie that suffocated every.
They had a goalie who was literally a 500-pound cinder block refrigerator stuck in front of the net.
He didn't have any open area. I've never seen a goalie
couldn't
that
breathe.
big.
He just was down on his knees and he put his arms out.
It was like a box lacrosse goalie for ball hockey.
Yeah, which is like,
impossible to even hit corners.
Got our jersey here. That's the jersey from the first one. Second one, you got the jersey over there. It's going to be our third one. We're eyeing for a title.
Now that we got the band back, we should be championship contending.
Yeah, we're going to get the original crew back, okay, plus Chicklets Cup. Now, I read the rule book. The Chicklets Cup said you could have 3 more players on a roster of 7. Okay, so that means an extra goalie and 2 extra skaters.
3 ringers.
Yeah, 3 extra people that we're going to have.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited.
Good night. If you could rotate 2 goalies, the heat stroke would just be eliminated. Because I can give you a half. Here's the thing about this next Chicklets Cup, okay, in Buffalo. We went to the first one in Detroit. It was really great, but they were figuring it out. I went to the second one in Vegas. It was a show, okay? They put on an absolute show in Vegas. And they were still like, well, we're still trying to figure this thing out. So now it's going to be at the Buffalo Works, right down there on the water in Buffalo. Like, they're going to have this thing teed up. Absolutely teed up. And on top of that, I don't know if you've been following Spit and Chicklets at all. Obviously, we follow them. We're from the Northeast. We love Barstool and those guys. But if you've been following them at all, Biz has been absolutely shitting all over the Buffalo fan base. Like, and not just normal shitting, but like going out on social media and really just cut these guys' hearts out of their chest. Just cutting them down.
Just really cutting them down. So it's going to be interesting to see Biz and his big deal selects try. I mean,
probably not a fan favorite, that's for sure.
It's going to be interesting to see if he gets a few run-ups. You know, because there's a couple of Buffalo guys that are like, I'll sign up for this tournament.
Grown men wearing jerseys. Are you kidding me?
Just trying to cause a problem.
Oh yeah, there are some guys that like I never understood the guys that send death threats to athletes. Like, dude, you knew he was gonna
Buddy, you're
retire
not gonna, yeah,
eventually.
and like you're not gonna drive the 400 miles to wherever that guy lives and try to shit. It's just so stupid.
It's just
But
like, are you that butthurt over a sport that you start sending death threats?
they are, they are.
Like,
So it should be a good
you
time. I'm
must have
excited to
no
see.
TVs left in your house after games.
Yeah. No, I really want that Chicklets Cup.
Big news.
Big news in
Rasputin.
sports.
Big news. Or, well, I was going to
Current
say
events.
current events.
What do we got?
Rasputin's is back. They put out
It's
a post.
back.
It made it back from the. So what happened was there was a fire during COVID.
There was a fire.
Yeah. And there was
Beauties.
an insurance dispute because the insurance company didn't want to pay for it.
Of course,
Rasputin's
because
owners.
it's a hole.
Oh yeah.
Because why would somebody want to pay for a toilet?
Yeah, exactly right. I would love to know what like the blue book value is on that place.
Well, Blue Book's for cars, but if there was
Yeah,
a Blue Book value
yeah.
for buildings, it would be -0. Yeah, Rasputin's is the best place in the world and the worst place in the world. It is a Burlington, Vermont bar staple.
HOF.
HOF, Burlington, Vermont staple. Rasputin's, aka Sputies.
Beauties.
It is. All of the Vermont locals love Sputies. What's his name from ESPN loves Sputies?
Russillo.
Yeah,
Let's
Russillo.
go.
Shout out Russillo.
Russillo and
Russillo's a
Sputies.
big Sputies guy. Russillo also is a big Red Square guy, apparently.
Oh yeah, I bet he's a fist bumping all night long in Red Square.
He's hitting
Blue
re-raws.
Room.
Yeah, he's hitting re-raws, and he's going to Red Square and fist bumping. Then he's telling everybody he's going home, but then he sneaks into Sputies. That's exactly what he does.
$3 cover. How you
I
doing?
love Priscilla. Have you listened to him?
Oh,
He's like
beauty.
the most mid-range guy. I love him. Yeah.
He's a beauty. I would wish I could have seen him in college.
Hey, yeah, if Priscilla wants to be on this podcast, we would love to have you on this podcast. He's out of Manhattan Beach now. He moved
Remember,
west.
Jesse, TV show. We're not
TV
podcast
show.
anymore.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so it's come to my attention. I'm a pretty observant person. So I've been noticing since the COVID and World War III, there's been a lot of heightened tension. And I'm starting to figure out what exactly is causing people's triggers. So I've boiled it down to a list, if you may. Do you? The first one.
What?
Oh, what is
A
causing
list
these?
of things that trigger people the most.
Oh
Is that
yeah.
what this is?
Oh yeah.
This will be good.
Oh,
You want to
perfect.
start from like number 10, the least thing?
Well, I don't have that many, but we could also help out. I wrote
Did you
like
rank
5.
order them?
I wrote 5. I wrote 5 down. But
Okay, number
you
5. Go with the least thing first.
Number 5.
Yeah.
I would say mask.
You put masks at number 5 triggering. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that because the mask thing has leaned out a little bit. So, okay.
The world's
Number
settling
5.
down. The masks have been lifted, although masks still allowed forced on travel.
Hey, they're still on the list. They're still on the list.
When you're a flight attendant and you see the CDC extends mask mandates, you must just go, oh, fuck, dude. Why? Why are you boning us so hard? Like, I know they want to be protective and everything, but like, that is a trigger.
Oh my God.
As we've seen from the various videos we've shown on this show.
Yeah. What's the next one? Number 4.
All right. Number 4, gas prices.
Oh, yeah. Gas prices are really triggering people. Yeah, I agree. Number 4. That's a good one. What's the next one?
What's that put us at number 3?
Great. Yeah.
Politics. Politics.
You put politics at 3?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's not 1, but okay.
So
That's
I
3.
remember a time when growing up that you're not supposed to talk about politics. You remember? Like, that was what our parents taught us. You don't talk about politics. You don't talk about, what
Money,
was the other thing? Yeah,
money, politics.
Now
yeah.
everyone's just Googling each other's salaries on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
getting
36K? How does he make more than me? Like, you know?
Yeah.
And the politics thing is just... Oh, I have a little clip later that I want to show, the Jeb Bush clip when we're done to really dissect this. That one's perfect. But yeah, politics has been...
Yeah.
Everyone talks about it, like... And I'll see it, like, I don't even ask about it. People just bring it up. It's like the first thing that they come to mind. It just boils people's
I just tell
blood.
people I don't want to talk about it.
That's, that sucks. That sucks.
World's a crazy place. Let's talk about something else.
What, how's the weather today?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying everything to get out of those combos.
Yeah. All right. What's number 2?
Long lines. Long lines has been an
Long
absolute
lines is
bloodbath.
a very sneaky sleeper number 2.
You
Okay,
see-
because when you first get in the long line, you're not at a number 2. You're probably at about a 7.
Calmness, right? You're at like a 7.
You're at a 7 calmness. But by the time you're about halfway through that line, you've gotten to number 2 anger. For sure.
The meltdowns on people with long lines.
You're good for the first 15 minutes.
We're gonna break down some footage a little bit later here, and
oh my God, people! They blow a gasket. They blow a gasket for a long line. They hold it, and then it just.
It was realistically, it's probably like what, 5 extra minutes that they're just waiting, but like they get to the 30-second count.
How much longer that drives them crazy.
Yeah. They get to like they park it and they go, okay, maybe it's gonna move quickly, and then I'd say about the 2-minute mark they just start going.
That patience level starts right around here, and it starts to drop pretty quick.
Oh, and people get so short with each other too.
Oh my God! If you like even ask for an extra question, the person behind you may just like start fighting you.
And then you got the one guy who tries to weasel to the front, and that just
there's always one person who's like, oh, I had a thing, I
just have one item.
Nah, Granny. Hike your 94 ass back to the end of the line, friend.
And that just immediately just fights break out over that. Yeah. Just fists are just raining on each other.
Yeah.
It's like over a carton of oat milk that you know, if you just like, and it always happens
long
too.
Line will get you. And it's a sneaky one too. It's a sneaky one.
The cutter in the long line just sends people to the next tier.
Oh my God.
Nope. There's a line.
All right, what's number 1?
Parking lot fights.
Parking lot fights. Okay.
People, when there's not parking available, it becomes animal instinct just takes over.
Okay, I like your list, but I'm gonna flip number 1 and number 3. And I'm gonna keep 2 where it's at. So I'm gonna say, what was number 3?
Politics.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to say politics is number 1. The long line is 2. The car fight in the parking lot
People
is
get
3.
pissed.
People do get pissed.
When there's no parking and they have to walk, like, and mind you,
or
it's not like a mile.
Behind have to wait because this car's waiting for that car to pull out.
Oh.
These cars behind are just want to get by, but they can't. They're all ready to go fast.
So they dip their toes into number 2, long lines. Obviously, we can't have more than 2 cars, and then they circle back to being in the parking lot.
They're going up the ladder, and then they're going back down the ladder.
I've been watching a decent amount of box lacrosse because their playoffs just started.
Oh yeah, box is so vicious. I love it.
gutless. How
Just so gutless.
that's like the last gladiator sport alive.
I mean, that or hurling.
Besides,
Have you ever seen hurling?
hurling's fucked up.
Hurling. So I just started following hurling in Ireland because I like to go over and see some of the games. Sam, they play with mallets. It's like
Weapons.
some of the most vicious highlights. We should pull up some of the highlights.
We did once on the show.
Yeah, it's an absolute with like wooden clubs.
Yeah, give these guys clubs. Like, have
No
you ever
padding,
seen Peaky Blinders?
No padding.
It's almost like they picked up those weapons in their hand and create a sport out of it.
Yeah. It's pretty equivalent. It's pretty equivalent to me to lacrosse, right? Like, because lacrosse, you can basically, I mean, not in organized lacrosse, but in professional lacrosse, you can basically take a full swing at a guy and you're fine. So it's the equivalent to the PLL. So I would love to kind of follow the PLL and follow the hurling league, the GAA it's called, in Ireland at the same time, and really connect those two sports would be kind of cool.
All right, would you rather?
Would you rather?
Yeah. Starting it off, Juju Smith-Schuster or Tyreek Hill?
Be them or have them on my team?
Who would you rather be right now? Juju went to Kansas City. Tyreek was traded to the Miami Dolphins.
I would rather be...
But don't forget, Tyreek took the money, so he did get a big old contract, whereas Juju went to the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'd rather be Tyreek because I can run that fast. That's my sole reason.
But
because you can run that fast.
But you do have a tough situation at quarterback.
You do, but here's the thing: if you're a guy who can move that fast, you will always have a home. You'll always have a home.
Oh, speed kills.
It doesn't matter if if the team sucks and you get 10 catches all year. Everybody still knows you're Tyreek.
Oh yeah. Well,
and you got paid.
He got paid, but I do like the fact that he's got San Francisco's 49ers offensive coordinator as their head coach.
He already has a ring too, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, what am I really like suffering for anymore, right?
I
bet I got
Juju.
the ring. I am Tyreek Hill, right? Like, he gets to be Tyreek Hill. Like, everybody loves him. The guy's a fucking cheetah, right? Like, I think I'd rather be Tyreek.
Who do you think's gonna be? Who do you think will have a better season?
Oh, I think Juju will probably have a better season.
Yeah.
Yards wise.
I think so too.
I still would rather be Tyreek with a worse season.
Miami's a pretty sweet place to fucking live.
You're rich in Miami. Yeah. Okay? It's not
no
just
state income tax.
You're not like like milling it down the fucking 13th Street ghettos, okay? You're in like the nice place in Miami.
Yeah.
And you basically, like, here's the thing. He's a fucking crazy athlete. If you told him today that he could never play football again, he would probably wake up tomorrow and still do a 2-hour workout. Maybe not a football workout, but he'd probably still work out for 2 hours. Like, he would
just race guys for money like he does on YouTube.
He's just like, he has a great life, like a great quality of life, you know?
Oh, yeah. His YouTube channel, he's a pro gamer.
Oh, and he's a pro gamer. I forgot all about that, yeah.
I don't know how pro you can get, but that's what he does. He has that whole YouTube channel. He plays video games.
I'm sure people pay him exorbitant amounts of money to put his shit all around him while he's playing.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. All right. Next up, McDavid.
Next up, Pink Whitney's. Always. We would love a sponsorship from Pink Whitney.
Yes, we would, if you couldn't tell. By the product placement.
There's anybody who would like to sponsor us, including, but Patriots. Not excluding, the New England Patriots.
Kraft, if you could...
Mr. Kraft, if you would like to sign our show, we'll sit down with you. okay, will hear the contract.
It won't cost you much, but
Okay,
what we
we're
will
not
return
okay. We're
is
not
tenfold.
unreasonable guys, but we know our
Exactly.
value.
Exactly. I want 2 foam fingers.
Okay, Mr. Grab. We're not unreasonable people, but we know our value.
2 number 1 foam fingers for each hand.
But
So I can just point.
I don't know. Patriots haven't won a playoff game in a while. We just had 2,000 followers, so it looks like we're on the upswing and you're on the downswing.
I would just, with those foam
So-
fingers, I would just point to my order. What do you want?
It's gonna cost you 2 foam fingers.
So I can just go.
He's like, are these fucking guys serious?
I just want to be able to point the stuff.
They trashed my entire empire, and then they said they wanted 2 foam fingers.
Just so I can point to items on the menu. What would you like?
And we also require 1 hot dog at every home game.
with purchase
That's
of
non-negotiable.
Pepsi.
That's non-negotiable.
These are our terms, please.
And I want a parking spot. Okay, it doesn't have to be in the front, but I want an actual parking spot
Within a couple miles.
within 50 yards of the stadium.
Yeah.
I don't have to be where the players park. Okay, I'm not trying to be greedy, but I want to be within walking distance.
I want a reasonable walk to the stadium.
2 foam fingers.
Just so I
We'll
can
think about it. We'll think about it.
And then we hit them with the counter offer.
Hit him with the counter offer.
All right. McDavid or Austin Matthews?
Oh, wait, what's the next one?
Connor McDavid or Austin Matthews?
Austin Matthews? The hockey player Austin Matthews?
Oh, yeah. Who would you
Or
rather be?
Connor
right now?
McDavid? Oh, I thought you said Connor McGregor for a second. I was like, those 2 guys don't line up. Right now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right now, who would you rather be? Connor McDavid or Austin Matthews?
I mean, to me, their skill is pretty equivalent. You give the nod to McDavid a half inch. I'd say their contracts and their value
He does play on the better team.
Are still very high. Matthews plays on the better team. I think he probably has more fun in Toronto. I'm going to pick Matthews.
Yeah, I'd pick Matt. I think Matthews. I like his swagger when he wears the rink.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's having a ball, whereas McDavid looks like he's straight up not having a good time.
McDavid looks like he's struggling to hold that franchise together.
He is the
But see, I don't know enough about. I don't follow Edmonton enough to know like the story of the season. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm only hearing what they're saying right now. So.
Bojangles, or have you ever heard of a Zaxby?
Oh my God, are you kidding? Haven't heard of Zaxby's? So
No.
Zaxby's is big down here in the South, and so is Bohungla. Yeah, absolutely. Bojangles, as you call it. It's actually called Bojangles.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what have you've obviously had both?
I've had both. They're very different kinds of chicken joints. They're not going to be in your Chick-fil-A Popeyes room, right? Like they're different kinds of places than those
Like a
two
KFC
places.
almost. I know from because I've been to Bojangles.
KFC is still kind of getting close to the Chick-fil-A
Popeyes?
range.
Yeah.
Zaxby's is really like it is fried chicken, but it's more like a meal. They give you like bread and coleslaw like on the plate, not like as sides, right?
Yeah.
And then Bojangles, that's more like Popeyes. Bojangles is kind of like